Kia ora. It's Ruth here in my backyard in Christchurch, and it's time for my plan for my May garden, which I'm really excited about. We've just had a month of lockdown and our level 4 going into level 3 is still going to look a lot like level 4, which means I'm going to be home for a lot of the time. But I've actually got a really exciting May coming up, and I've been really happy with what's happened in April. So I've got my book that I've been recording things in, and one thing I've learnt is that even if you do have a lot of time, there's always things to do. By the 25th of April, I'd filled up my planting page, which normally I haven't filled. Like, let's have a look. March I got to there, and February I got barely anything done. That was our height of summer, so I was away a lot. But during April I got a lot done, which means for May I've got a lot of just kind of resting and things to do with the garden, but also lots of things that I can end up planting out. So if I start with April, the things that we've done is we've transplanted our Brussels sprouts, our kohlrabi, our tatsoi, silver beet, spinach, calendula, broad beans and cauliflower, as well as sugar snap peas. The one thing I haven't done is actual peas. I had some old peas that had expired 2-3 years ago maybe, same as the sugar snap ones. Sugar snap ones came up completely fine. The peas that I put in the soil just died, and so I tried to do some sprouting inside on a paper towel, and those have just died as well, so I think I might need to splash out and buy some new pea seeds. Those were actually the seedlings, and the seeds that I've planted is broad beans, beetroot, carrot, sweet peas, other flowers, sugar snap peas, peas and chicken greens. So yes, the peas are what I haven't done yet. And then out of my to-do list, save seeds. Yes, I've been saving a lot of sweet pea seeds. I've pruned the peach tree. I've made 2 new planter boxes and filled them with soil and with veggies, finished our garden edging, and we've barked this new area, which actually, in the last garden update, this area wasn't even here. Well, it was here, but it wasn't like this. This is our greenhouse that one day will be a greenhouse, but for now, it's just an area that I'm doing a bit of potting and just kind of keeping things in because it's a nice big area. So, my plan for May is transplanting things that I've already got going. So these are all different flowers. There's cornflowers, borage, pansies, poppies, nemophilia, I think it is. I can't even remember what it is. Right here. Yes, nemophilia. So these all need to get transplanted once they get a little bit bigger. These cornflowers are growing so fast, which is exciting. As well as that, I need to transplant my strawberries. I'm going to be moving my strawberries from one area of the garden to another, and also thinning out some of the older plants and chopping off the runners that we've had and planting those out. So that's kind of the main transplanting that I'll do. And then I've got some more seeds I want to sow. It's crazy warm at the moment. We'll see how May goes, whether it stays warm or gets cool pretty fast. I'm just going to try my luck with seeds. It might not be okay, they might all get too chilled. But even then, as long as they're in the ground, it means I've got a head start when spring comes. So the seeds I'm planning to plant are broad beans. I want some more to go around my apple tree. I've heard that broad beans, if you've got a problem with codling moth, when the codling moth caterpillars fall and try to come up the next year, if you've got broad beans there, they climb up the broad beans rather than the apple tree, and so you're more likely to get the broad beans with the codling moth, which is okay if it saves your apples. So I'm going to give that a go. I want to plant some more broccolini, some more tatsoi, and more of the 2 kales, the curly kale and the Nero. More spinach. I've done okay with spinach, but where is it? I've got 4 or 5 more in here that are coming up, and same as silver beet. The birds have been getting to it because I've got wonderful birds that pick away all the slugs and snails, but they also really like to eat my veggies. So I might need to plant some more of them as well. More sugar snap peas and more sweet peas as flowers. I've got a whole lot going. Can I hold this up? Oop, they're just popping up here, which is awesome. And so probably about the end of the month I want to plant another lot because I really want to have more flowers this next season. I want to have more flowers for the bees and for picking, because I find that last season I did have flowers, but I didn't feel like I could pick too many because I didn't want to take them away from the bees. So I want to make sure I have heaps so that when I do pick them I don't feel like I'm stealing from the bees. More chicken greens. They've been going well in the chicken coop. Bok choy, garlic and peas. So I need to buy some peas. Garlic, I know it seems to be a bit too early to plant garlic. I actually planted some a couple of days ago, and I'm wanting to plant just a few every month, kind of leading up to maybe July, and just seeing which month actually works best for us and what area of the garden. Last year I planted them in 2 garden beds side by side. One got okay sun, one got a lot less sun. The ones with okay sun went so much better, so I'm just trying some other places in the garden and realising I don't need a full garlic bed. It's actually okay if I put some here, some here, some there, as long as I just look about what plants like each other. So that's my planning and transplanting. And I also want to be able to thin some carrots, keep on top of the weeds, sort out my frost cloth, which is going to be very important, make a lettuce cage to save it from our birds, and sort out our supports for our sugar snap peas and eventually our sweet peas. So I've got a full load of things to do this month. I'm really looking forward to it, and what I'm really looking forward to is doing the April garden tour, which will be coming up very soon, which I'll do in 2, maybe even 3 parts, because now we've got more gardens. So thank you so much for watching. If you've been watching my thankfulness videos, thank you for watching those as well. I'll only be doing a few more days of those as we head into then level 3. Just because I've got so many other things on my plate at the moment, but it's been really cool focusing on thankfulness for a while. So thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe if you'd like to see more, and I will catch you later. Ka kite!